The next study I want to talk to is related to the role of intention or inferring speaker's intention. So this process helps children selectively attend to relevant aspects of the scene. If there is a child and they're playing with someone, and this someone is looking at a book and at the same time talking about the book, then it helps the child focus their attention on this particular object and makes it easier for them to actually constrain what are the possible hypotheses in terms of like which parts of the scene, which aspects or features of the scene go with which features of the utterance. And so intention is a bit of a more general thing than that, but mostly in this particular paper by you and colleagues from 2005, they focus on these aspects of focusing the attention of the learner on some aspect of the scene. So there is this quote from the paper: social cues exhibited by the speaker, for example, the mother, can play a crucial constraining role in the process of discovering words from the raw audio stream. And they in this paper from 2005, they model this computationally. The model is along the same lines as the previous one by Roy and Pentland with some refinements. So there are a couple of differences in the setting. So one difference is that the data collection is a bit more naturalistic. So as far as I understand, they collect the data jointly for the two modalities. So there are participants who talk about some particular objects and manipulate them, and they record this together with information about the speaker's gaze and gestures. And they also have some algorithmic improvements or improvements in terms of representations. So the model also considers color and texture, not only shape. And the associative learning is implemented using an algorithm called expectation maximization. So it's kind of like an alignment algorithm, which used to be which originates from machine translation from many years ago. So this is a figure from the paper which illustrates how the data was collected. There was a camera, a microphone, a number of sensors, and this participant is, I'm not sure what exactly they are doing here, whether this is already part of the data collection or they are just going through some instructions or something. But anyway, that's roughly the setup that they use. And this is the outline of the model. So there is also this issue that the speech processing is kind of hardwired in the sense that they also use a pre-trained model trained in a supervised way to generate phoneme sequences as the input. Then similarly to the previous model by Roy and Pentland, they use kind of similar approach to the visual modality. There is the camera, then there is some this the image is preprocessed in some way, and like representations of different aspects of this image are extracted in terms of shape, histogram, like in the previous paper, color histogram, and some texture features. But crucially, there is this additional module which is called attention detection. So eye and head movements are used as clues towards figuring out which part of the scene is being attended to by the speaker, so that the model can also attend to it. And then these two modalities come together. There is this module which does word discovery and lexical acquisition. This is roughly similar to what we saw before, except there is a slightly different technique, but based on a similar type of input. And so the main aspect of this paper is this attention aspect, and this is illustrated here. They evaluate two different aspects of the model performance, so like how well it's able to segment speech into words and how well it's able to associate these words with meanings or objects. And you can see on the left that for speech, both for speech segmentation, there are two bars, one labeled intention cued and the other one labeled audiovisual, and the performance is somewhat better for the intention cued setting, meaning this is the setting where the model also takes into account the gaze and gestures as cues to what the speaker is attending to. And you see also an even larger difference between these two settings, intention cued and audiovisual, for the word meaning association discovery, which I guess makes sense. And so these two papers, Roy and Pentland 2002 and Hugh Ballard and Aslin 2005, are key pieces of work from the early part of this century, which attempted to do something along the lines of what we are currently doing in my group, and also a number of other groups are focusing on.